Raider Nation, what's going on? You're watching the Raiders Report, and this mailbag was filmed on Tuesday, so if anything changes, please just keep that in mind. Today's show is presented by our awesome sponsor, Aura, and Aura.com/chatsports is how you make sure that not only you, but your family is safe from all these crazy internet hackers out there. It's a 14-day free trial. You got nothing to lose. Aura.com/chatsports. Those links are available in the comments and in the description of today's video. So I'm going to start this show off simple. I want you to like this video right now if you hate the Chiefs. You can't stand them. I can't stand Kermit the Frog. I can't stand Andy Reid. I can't stand anyone that is a part of that fan base right there. And if you agree with me, if you spam FKC, then go ahead, like this video right now. I know one guy who hates the Chiefs. It's this guy right here. My guy, Brandon Jasper. Could McDaniels and Ziegler finally, what is that? Finally effing pull the trigger on Suh so I can put in for a shout out to my diehard Huskers for my wife and her dog she actually named after the man. Let's go MC and Zig. That's kind of crazy. I mean, I do think that the Raiders are still interested in Suh from what I've been told. And again, depending on when you see this video, I'm hoping that the Raiders pick up the phone and they call Suh after Raiders minicamp. So June 7th, June 8th, June 9th, they access or they look at the defensive tackle room. They're like, all right, we still need to get a little bit better in certain situations, which I think they will go ahead and do. If you were to ask me which free agent is the most likely for the Raiders to go out and get, I'll say Ndamukong Suh, and at corner, it's Janoris, real name now, Jackrabbit Jenkins. What up, Alex Thompson? Players were there, Jacobs inside, McDaniel said. Yes, Josh Jacobs was at Raiders practice on Tuesday, but still, he's not practicing, and if he's healthy, it's not really that good of a look. And the fact that he missed or skipped 2 weeks of OTAs, I don't care how you say it, that to me is a bad look. It's a bad look. All right, we got Christopher Leonard here. Any truth to the Raiders interested in Lane Johnson? I personally haven't heard anything around this. Lane has always been a really solid offensive tackle. If the Raiders personally were to go out and try to actually trade for an offensive lineman from Philly, it would be, I would say, Andre Dillard. He's more of a backup. But from what I understand, the Raiders are confident in their offensive lineman. And if the season were to start today, it'd be Colton Miller as your left tackle, Denzel Good as your left guard. I actually would think it'd be Andre James as your center, Dylan Parham at right guard, and then Alex Leatherwood at right tackle. Reggie Curtis, what up, my man Mitch? Sports Not, terrible, listed the Raiders as an ideal spot for OBJ. How many just win babies, and would you be happy? Would I be happy? Yes. Do I think it's going to happen? No. So I'll give it a half a just win, baby. If you go out and get OBJ, this is the best offense in the NFL. And I don't really know if it's, I don't want to say it's not close, but Devontae Adams, Hunter Renfrow, Darren Waller, Odell Beckham Jr., I mean, good luck, right? I mean, it's just good luck trying to stop it. I don't think it's likely, but yes, if the Raiders were able to get OBJ on a cheap contract, hell yeah, man. I'd be hyped, and I'd also be going live. So that'd be definitely a reason to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. So I'm curious. So a totally random question. You know, I always ask, all right, how many years have you been a Raiders fan? Where are you from? Shout out your city. But who was the Raiders quarterback the first year you became a fan? And if you're like, man, I was born a Raider fan. So if you're born in, I don't know, 1980, let me know who the quarterback was in 1980. If you're born in 1965, tell me the quarterback in 1965. If you were born in 2015, hopefully you're watching the show with your parent, but then you'd go ahead and put Derek Carr. So who was the Raiders QB the first year you became a fan of the Raiders? What up, KC the Sledge Storyteller? Hey, Mitch, if you had to choose between Suh or Daryl Williams, which would it be? I mean, I'm taking Daryl Williams. As much as I love Ndamukong Suh, and as much as I still think that defensive tackle is a need for our team, I will take Daryl Williams, who is the best right tackle out there. I hope that Alex Leatherwood can play right tackle, but I also had that hope last year. I also watched the tape. I feel like I'm pretty good at this thing. And maybe Carmen Brasillo's a miracle worker, and he can help out Leatherwood's footwork, and they can do a lot of good things for him. He's in year 2. You can get better. I get that. But Daryl Williams at right tackle, and then you have Alex Leatherwood at right guard, that's a better combination in my personal opinion. We Out Here Entertainment, guess we're not signing Cap. I mean, that's still TBD. Again, this Raiders team is going to take their time. They have minicamp 7th, 8th, and 9th. Derek Carr today, on Tuesday, spoke about how he would be okay with the Raiders going out and signing Cap. He actually said that he believed that Colin Kaepernick would be a good fit with the Raiders. So if Carr is saying that, I actually don't know if it's totally impossible for it to happen. I will still sit up here and say it doesn't make any sense to me. But I also think Colin Kaepernick's better than Nathan Peterman, and Peterman's been on the Raiders past 2 seasons. Thanks, Gruden. What up, Stan? What's known on Darren Waller's contract? Is his agent going to go for broke, or will there be a chance both Waller and Renfrow get their deals done? I do think that both of their players get their deals done. And in fact, Derek Carr on Tuesday spoke to the reason why him, Crosby, and Davante Adams took the deals that they did, where they took less money in year one, was to help Waller, Renfrow get their paydays, and Carr's been pretty vocal about that. I still think if I was Darren, I would ask for $16 million, make me the highest paid tight end in the NFL, 3-year contract. You tack that onto the 2 years that he's already got left, and then he's making about $12.5 million over the next 5 seasons. For Darren Waller, who's a top 3 tight end, he definitely shouldn't be paid like the 17th highest paid tight end like he's getting paid right now. So again, y'all, start your free trial with our new sponsor, Aura, aura.com/chatsports. Get near real-time alerts and suspicious credit inquiries. I don't want you to be sitting there and you get some alert about somebody trying to get all your information and then it's too late. Then if you already got that, then it's probably too late. Aura.com/chatsports. Keep your identity secure with extensive monitoring of your personal information. Shop, bank, and work online more safely and privately. Do you, like I know me, I have an app for literally everything on my phone. My bank, all my passwords, and the average American or the average person has about 90 accounts. Do you have 90 different passwords? I know the answer. I know it's a no. And if you don't think that your passwords are all that clever, like, oh, I added an exclamation point at the end of it, or, oh, I added the number 69 at the end of my password, they can still get it. You're really not that smart. What is smart is trying our 14-day free trial at aura.com/chatsports to keep not only yourself safe, but your family safe as well. There's family plans up to 5 people. Mom, I love you to death. I would never trust you with my cell phone and my credit records. I'm sorry, I wouldn't do it. And if you're kind of in the same boat as me, go to aura.com/chatsports. Let's go to David Taken. Born a Raider fan in 1979, the quarterback was the great Ken Stabler. Everyone, spam Snake, spam 12 down there in the comments. If there was one player who I wish I could have just watched not only his play, but Ken Stabler's swagger. When I talk to old Raider fans, they're like, that dude just... I actually had one Raider fan tell me Ken Stabler got more ass than a toilet seat, which I always found absolutely hilarious, but I definitely wish I could have watched Ken Stabler in action. On the football field, that is. What up, Mike Dawson? Does our linebacker room have enough depth in your opinion? Could it use more depth? Yes. Linebacker, though, to me is the one position where there's a lot of upside. I love J.M. Brown. I think he's a hell of a defender. Divine Diablo, he has legitimate upside to be a phenomenal linebacker in this league for a long time. Denzel Perryman, he's a good run stopper. What really is interesting to me is if we're going to consider Kyler Fackrell a outside linebacker, how much of a step does he take? Because the last time he played with Patrick Graham, 2018, he had 10.5 sacks, linebacker room there. And then you also go ahead, you look at somebody like Micah Kaiser. What kind of player is he? Is Kenny Young just a special teams dude? There is some depth there, but the top 3-4 linebackers that we have can be pretty special. We got Baylor OG. So how much do you think the Raiders offer Suh? It's a good question. As it stands right now, the Raiders have $22.5 million in salary cap space, which is the 3rd highest in the National Football League. When I see that Akeem Hicks essentially got a 1-year, $8 million deal up to $10 million, I'll sit here and say $5-6 million. Maybe you go up to $7 or $8 million for Suh. He's going to get his payday. He's been pretty efficient over the past 2 seasons, 12 sacks, and over those 2 years, I get it. He's 35 years old, but the dude is mean, he's nasty, and he's going to bring that tenacity that you're looking for on the football field. So how about this? Shout out to Sam, I love it. Making it up on the fly. How much per year should the Las Vegas Raiders offer Ndamukong Suh? How much per year? I'm going to sit up here and say I would give him a $6.57 million deal, maybe $5 million, 5 to 7.5. How about that? But I'm only going to give him a 1-year contract. I'm not going to commit to Ndamukong for a long, long time unless he ends up signing like a 2-year, I don't know, $10 to $11 million deal, and you guarantee a little bit more up front. That would be the only way I would go ahead and do that. What up, Big Black? Would let Jacobs go for Drake, Zeus, and Sincere as a replacement. So the Raiders have actually already put Sincere, who was the running back out of UTSA, on their, I guess, IR list. He actually can't play this entire year. They're saving him for next year, so he's not on the list for this year. In terms of letting Jacobs go, no, you want Jacobs on this team. You're trying to win football games this year. You're trying to be as competitive as humanly possible this upcoming season. Drake's not 100% healthy, and Zeus has had some other injuries as well. You need Jacobs this season. Super chat coming in from Dick So Solid Dixon. 2002, Rich Gannon, and been watching your show for 3 years. Wow. I mean, you've been watching the Raiders Report for 3 years. That's pretty dope. That's essentially, I think that's essentially when we started. Like, that might even be older than the Raiders Report on YouTube. But 2002, Rich Gannon, that's pretty awesome, man. What up, Jordan Killigore? Is there a chance John Simpson starts? Is there a chance? Sure. I probably would say there's a less than 1% chance of it happening. I get John Simpson as a strong body, and he's going to be able to throw around a lot of dummies, and he's a very good player during this time of the season because he's just, what I've been told, the strongest Raiders offensive lineman out there. But if you want a sleeper, somebody that you shouldn't, rest your head on, apparently, okay, and again, this is the offseason, apparently Lester Cotton today was the most impressive Raiders offensive lineman at practice. This is on Tuesday, so take that for what you want. All right, y'all, remember, if you can't tune in live to our show, we go live every single Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. Pacific. You can always send in a super thanks for a shout-out as the button underneath every single Raiders video. It's a heart. There's a dollar figure in there. So shout-out to Jamie Tice. You're welcome. Thank you for supporting the show. And then also Mario, much love to you guys out there. I appreciate that you watch the show. I appreciate that you send in those super thanks. And hopefully this little bit of airtime, take a screenshot, post it on social media. I promise I'll share it as well. Michael, what up, bro? Sign Suh plus OBJ down with Queefs champs this year. I mean, it's the Chiefs for those of you that don't know. I'm with Suh and OBJ. And I get that you want to go out and get these players, but Suh to me is much more realistic than Odell. And if I'm wrong on Odell, I'd be okay with it. I was wrong on the Raiders trader for Devontae. I said I would eat a chip. I don't know if I'm going to eat a chip for OBJ, but there will be some beers and Fireball consumed if it happens. What up, Buddy Bear? Where will Averett end up? I have heard inside, outside, or safety, and starter or backup. I would say Anthony Averett, if the season were to start today, he would be the cornerback 2, opposite side of Rock Ya-Sin. But one of the things that I love about Averett is he does have some versatility. He ran a 4.3640 at the combine. Quick, twitchy player. When I watch his tape, though, I see more of a man-style corner, and Patrick Graham's going to implement a lot more zone. He stepped up pretty big last season for the Ravens, filling in for Marcus Peters when he tore his ACL. But when you're playing opposite of Marlon Humphrey, teams are going to come after you. Teams are going to target you. If the Raiders use him as your cornerback 3, cornerback 4 in certain spots, he does have that versatility where he's going to be a useful player. But if Trayvon and Anthony are both 100% healthy, I'll still take Trayvon Mullen over Averett. The issue is Trayvon going to be 100% healthy? Now, remember, y'all, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Twitter, and over the next week is probably one of the most important weeks that you can follow me on social media. Why? Lots and lots and lots of updates around the Raiders. So many updates that I can't make a video about everything. So if you want to make sure that you know everything, Instagram, Twitter, I'm at Mitchell Renz 365. Let's go to the next question. SG Sports Talk channel. Who are your top 5 Raiders of all time? Ooh, boy. Well, if I have to also base it on position, here's the thing, though. So you got Marcus Allen. I'd say Jim Otto's probably up there. I don't know if I'm going to put Greg Townsend. Charles Woodson deserves to be up there. There's a lot of really great. It's like, could I throw Rich Gannon, Ken Stabler? Oh, man, no. Not even going to say that one out loud. I think if Bo could have stayed healthy, Bo deserved to be up there. What do you guys think? Some of the greatest Raiders of all time. I like this one. I've been contemplating of doing a show around this on locals because I'm a numbers dude. I want to be able to sit down, look at all the numbers from top to bottom, but those are just a few names. Derek Carr's probably not going to be in my top 5 unless he wins a playoff game. What up, Freddie? Over under 45 sacks for the Raiders defense this year. Well, I do think the special number is the number I want the Raiders to get, and they better get to, is 44. Now, I have also sit up here and said that I have 52 sacks, so I will go ahead and say over. This would be a major jump forward considering the fact that Las Vegas has been, I believe, bottom 20 over the past 5 or 6 seasons. I mean, they have been really, really bad. I actually think since 2018, the Raiders are dead last in total sacks as a team because that one year they had 13. I'm going to type my O for over because if you have Chandler Jones, you have Max Crosby, if you don't get 30, 28 combined sacks from those two players alone, one of them got hurt.